Good afternoon. It has been a while since we've done a live stream. I'm not gonna lie. It is good to see you all. I am coming to you live, actually, and let's see, what is the weather right now? It's 103 in Bakersfield right now. 103 degrees. I told you it's either hot, not as hot, or foggy in Bakersfield. Blah. So, and how many times have you guys heard me say it's always hot until after the fair? So, fair doesn't start till later this month, and it goes till the end of the month. So, hang tight. It's almost going to be not as hot. Anyway, so for those of you that are new here, I am Angel, your local Bakersfield realtor, coming to you from a little bit of a new setting, but it's still me, still selling houses, and still, able to help you if you're thinking about moving to Bakersfield. A couple of things happened this week, and I know the title of this video says good news, bad news, but what I really want to talk about is how this is going to impact you if you're thinking about moving to Bakersfield. So Gabby and I are not tight. Gavin Newsom, our governor, I worked the recall, so have not been a fan of his for a long time. I think he likes to create chaos, if I'm being completely honest. And I don't think he has a lot of problem-solving skills. I don't think it's an accident, but that's a conversation for another time. But this week, he did something that kind of had me going, what's your plan there, Chief? So, as we all know, 1840, let me share my screen. AB Senate Bill 1840 was coming up through our legislation. Hang on, let me get this up for you so I can show you what I'm talking about. So AB 1840 is what this senator from Fresno thought was a good idea to bring forward. And I hope you guys can all see that. So anyway, this guy from Fresno thought that it would be a good idea to put together this bill that expanded eligibility for non-United States residents and certainly non-California residents. I'm not going to call them immigrants. I'm not going to call them illegal aliens. I'm just saying they're not born and raised in this area. And the bill was going to be $150,000 down payment assistance and potential loan, which my spidey senses were like, what lender is going to give a loan to somebody that doesn't even have a job that can pay back the loan for, getting $150,000 toward a down payment? So it's a political move. 100% it's a political move that he vetoed it. Do I think it's dead 100%? No way in heck is that going to be gone and forgotten. I think he's helping out Vice President Harris by having that not be attached to her California legacy. Believe me, it is no secret that they have their fingerprints all over our state. There is not one city, county, or area in our state that is not affected by homelessness, that is not affected by crime, that is not affected by some of the chaos that they have created. And I'm not here to be Debbie Downer. I'm just here to say, we're all affected. When a lot of y'all reach out to me and say, Angel, are there homeless there? And I'm like, yeah, there's a ton. I can't stop them. I'm not going to lie to you. But yeah, we have homeless, and we have, some areas that I will not be making a video about. So yeah, but the good news is it's vetoed for now. His actual wording, what did he say? He said it is not conducive to their budgetary needs for housing in the state, whatever that means. Nice and generic. But it is good news that it's gone for now. Like I said, I don't think it's gone forever. All that to say, the goodest news, the better of the good news, the baddest of the good, however you say it, interest rates are supposed to be falling this week. Let me show you what is all over my feed. I'm sure you guys have heard it about what's going on with our, with the interest rates, and it's Q3 and it's Q4, and it's not a news flash to anybody that's been here more than 5 minutes. I have been talking about this with lender after lender after lender this year. So they are expected to be dropping even more over the next 10 days. This is Q3. Some of the big dogs that like to invest in real estate like to do it in Q3, Q4. As we all know, we have a giant election happening, obviously, but then also so many seats in California are getting ready to be flipped as well. So, just a lot going on in Q3 and Q4, and I don't think it's an accident that the jobs numbers are low and just all of these things. I mean, I'm not here to be anything but honest with you. And the God's honest truth is that if you have been on the fence waiting for that 0.25% or that 0.5% to buy or to sell, because sometimes when you have to sell, you have to buy again, right? I think the chances are high that we're going to have some more movement in our housing. So if you've been waiting, get yourself ready to go. Call me and we can get you started. As far as inventory numbers go, so one of the things that will help that, plus or minus, depending on if you're selling and buying, if you're just buying, or if you're ready to sell and go, is going to be what's going to happen with the interest rates. So again, it's probably going to happen in the next, I would say, 5 to 10 days that they're going to be doing another drop. They've kind of already started dropping them a little bit. They only added 142,000 jobs. If those numbers are right, 142,000 people now can potentially start to climb out whatever financial status they were in, that they needed a new job. So good news for them. Bad news is the forecast was 164. So they're just kind of off on a lot of their numbers. But anyway, all that to say, interest rates are getting ready to drop. So I'm getting, let me see if I can show you this one. So that's Gabby again, housing inventory. So with that, this is from this other website that I follow, and it's for real estate, and they give a lot of data about what's happening in our industry nationwide. And the inventory, so the amount of homes that you guys have to buy, to pick from, okay, I'm looking at 350, I'm looking at a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. I don't need a pool. I just want to get into something. Those are coming more and more on market now. So whether that's somebody that's been a move up, or maybe it was a rental and now they're going to put it on market to straight up sell. It's a lot of reasons, but that price point and beyond, I think this report says the $350,000 price point nationwide is what is coming back on market the biggest and best. So again, for those of you that wanted to buy in 2019 and you didn't, and here we are 2024, and you're like, for crying out loud, I gotta buy a house. You're gonna have more houses to pick from coming in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So that's good news. The bad news is if there's one of you, there's 10 of you. If there's 10 of you, there's 20 of you. So somebody else that has been waiting and waiting and waiting to get out there and buy might be finally getting ready to get out there and buy, and might be competing against you. So that is kind of we all want to get the house. So, and this is just some good data that now you're going to have a few more houses to choose from. The inventory is going up. It's the highest it's been since 2019. And in Bakersfield alone, we've got 2 months and 2 weeks of inventory. So that's good. Generally, we've been sitting at this, 1.6, 1.8. Look at that. That's 1 month and 6 days. So if every house sold, it would take 1 month and 6 days for every single house to be under contract and not available for you. So since it's going up a little bit more, 2 months and 2 days, or 2 months, 2 months, 2 days. So that's about 62 days for you to be able to get yourself a hold of a house. that's good. You've got more options. So I wanted to definitely bring that to you. That is good news if you're looking to buy some real estate in the state of California. I am the one to help you if you're looking to move to Kern County. My team and I would love to help you. A call, a text, an email. We'll get that process started for you. Not a problem at all. If you need somebody local in Bakersfield to help you, figure out what you can afford and what your down payment's going to be and all of the things, feel free to reach out. We can absolutely get that going for you as well. And then I wanted to share this, like, even if you're not watching this from California or thinking about moving to Bakersfield, it is not just the state of California and Bakersfield that is going to have more inventory. Oklahoma is the number one state that has the increase, and Utah is number 8 on this list. So Oklahoma, Texas, Idaho, Florida, Arkansas, Alabama, Tennessee, and Utah. In August, there are 8 states with more single-family inventory than pre-pandemic numbers. So that is good news if you are in any of those states or thinking about moving to any of those states. So if you're thinking about leaving California and you're like, I'm going to Oklahoma, man, that's it. I want eastern Oklahoma. I want those rolling hills. I want to be over there. You're going to probably have more houses to choose from. Praise the Lord. Same thing with Tennessee. I hear Tennessee is going to change their name to California because there's so many Californians moving there. But for now, it's still Tennessee. And you've got a little bit more options as far as houses available. What does it say? On the other end of the spectrum, states in the North and Midwest continue to see significantly less inventory than 2019. So if you're thinking about moving to Connecticut, Illinois, Massachusetts, or New York, that's going to be a little tougher to pull off. So anyway, I wanted to share all of this with you guys because I think it is way valuable to bring you this information on this lovely hot Sunday afternoon, and to remind you that, like, the world will keep spinning after the 5th of November. I promise you, the world will keep spinning. If Jesus is going to come back, I don't think he cares much about an election. So I think everything's going to be okay. If you are looking to sell, I have had several conversations over the last 2 or 3 days with friends that have reached out to me saying, what should we do? What's going to happen with this 25% increase in gains that are being whispered? And that's a lot. And so a lot of people that I know that have reached out are thinking about selling. I think it's a wise move. I think you could get your house ready, get your numbers together. We could get it on market and potentially get it sold all before the end of the year. Get it all wrapped up with a neat little bow. And it won't be a situation that you have to worry about whatever happens in 2025. But there's good news, there's bad news, and there's bad news, and there's good news. But the good news is Gabby, he put the kibosh on that bill. So those monies will not be going to people that are not native to our country or state. Praise the Lord. Do I think it's gone forever? Heck to the no. Do I think it's going to come back? Probably bigger, bolder, and more annoying. You better believe it. And then the other better news is that the rates are going down. So for those of you that have been sitting on the fence, let's go. Like, how much more do we need to do? It does not have, I say this all the time, it does not have to be the house that you die in. This is going to be probably your first investment property or your first home. And it's a great time to do it. And once you're in the market, you rarely leave it. So it becomes the first one, and then you have a second one, and it doesn't have to have every bell and whistle checked. And, I dotted and T, what is it? Let me get the words out. I dotted and T crossed. That's what I was trying to say on your first house. Sometimes there's just stuff you're like, I don't want to deal with all that. I just need to buy a house. So the good news is we have a lot of those that fit that parameter. So feel free to reach out if buying is on your radar, especially now that the rates are whispering that they're going to go even lower than they have. And I would love to help you, and I look forward to hearing from you, and I will see you around town.